Welcome back, everyone. One move from Papoose has the internet talking again, and this time people aren't only discussing him, they're asking what his actions might say about his relationship with Claressa Shields. Over the past few days, social media has been filled with reactions, opinions, and endless debates. The interesting part is that Papoose didn't have to make a big public statement. Instead, many people believe his silence and where he chose to spend his time became the biggest story. At the same time, Claressa was responding to comments online, and every new post seemed to bring even more attention to the situation instead of slowing it down. The conversation really picked up during Father's Day weekend. While many fans expected to see happy moments or supportive messages, people noticed something they thought was unusual. Claressa remained active online, replying to critics and sharing her thoughts, while many viewers believed Papoose was focused elsewhere. That was enough for social media to start asking questions. Some people defended Claressa, saying she had every right to answer those attacking her. Others felt that responding to every comment only made the situation look bigger than it actually was. Before long, bloggers, YouTubers, and entertainment pages were all covering the same story from different angles. As the discussion grew, people started looking beyond the social media posts. Critics pointed out that Papoose is still legally married, arguing that this fact continues to raise questions no matter what rumors or promises may exist behind the scenes. Others brought up old public comments and interviews, trying to connect them to what was happening now. It's important to remember that many of the claims being shared online remain unverified, but that hasn't stopped people from debating them. Every new opinion seemed to create another wave of reactions, making the story impossible to ignore. What surprised many viewers most was how quickly the focus shifted from a few online posts to the relationship itself. Some people believe Papoose's actions showed that Claressa wasn't his top priority, while others argued that the internet was reading far too much into a situation no one fully understands. But whether people agreed or disagreed, one thing became clear: the conversation was only getting started. And just when it seemed the drama couldn't get any bigger, another familiar name entered the discussion, changing the direction of the story in a way that nobody expected. As the debate kept growing, another familiar name suddenly found its way back into the conversation: Remy Ma. She didn't have to respond or post anything about the situation herself. Instead, people started bringing her up because she seemed to be having one successful moment after another. Her song was getting plenty of attention, she was making public appearances across New York, and her movie premiere gave fans something positive to celebrate. While Claressa's name was trending because of online drama, Remy's name was trending for completely different reasons. That contrast immediately caught the attention of social media, and before long, comparisons between the two women were everywhere. Then another small detail added even more fuel to the discussion. Some users pointed out that Claressa had recently appeared with orange hair after Remy had been rapping about orange hair. No one could say for sure if there was any connection, and many people believed it was nothing more than a coincidence. Still, social media rarely lets moments like that pass quietly. Screenshots spread quickly, reaction videos started appearing, and comment sections filled with people sharing completely different opinions. Some thought the comparison was unfair, while others insisted there was more to it than people wanted to admit. As always, the internet turned a simple observation into another major talking point. While all of this was happening, people also began paying closer attention to Papoose himself. Fans noticed that whenever there was a big interview, a television appearance, or a major public event, he and Claressa often appeared together smiling for the cameras. Those moments gave the impression that everything was going well. But critics questioned what happened outside those public appearances. They argued that when there were no cameras, there didn't seem to be many everyday moments showing the same connection. Whether that was actually true or simply a result of what people could see online remained unclear. But it gave critics another reason to keep asking questions. The conversation soon moved beyond the relationship and into Claressa's career. Reports about her future fight deal began making headlines, and fans expected a major announcement that never came. That silence created another wave of speculation. Some people wondered if the delay was completely normal, while others tried linking it to the recent online back and forth. There has been no confirmation that the two situations are connected, but once those rumors started spreading, they became another big topic across social media. By this point, the story was no longer just about relationships or public appearances. It had turned into a mix of personal rumors, career questions, and non-stop online reactions. And just when it seemed there couldn't be another twist, many viewers started focusing on one thing above everything else: Papoose's silence and what they believed it really meant. As the days passed, the conversation took another unexpected turn. Instead of focusing only on what Claressa was posting, more and more people began paying attention to what Papoose wasn't doing. Critics noticed that he didn't publicly respond to many of her posts, didn't share supportive messages, and didn't seem eager to shut down the rumors that were spreading online. To some viewers, his silence became the biggest headline of all. They argued that sometimes actions, or the lack of them, can say more than words ever could. Others completely disagreed, saying that not every couple feels the need to prove their relationship on social media. They believe people were expecting too much from public figures and reading far too deeply into every little detail. Even so, the debate refused to slow down, and every day seemed to bring another round of opinions. At the same time, Claressa continued finding herself at the center of the discussion. Every time she responded to criticism, new screenshots appeared, reaction videos were uploaded, and comment sections filled with thousands of opinions. Supporters felt she had every right to defend herself because celebrities shouldn't be expected to stay silent while people constantly judge them online. Critics, however, believed she was giving the story more attention than it deserved. They argued that the real issue wasn't bloggers or YouTubers talking about the situation. It was the questions people already had about the relationship itself. Whether those opinions are fair or unfair depends on who you ask. But one thing is clear: every response kept the story alive instead of letting it fade away. The discussion also continued to include Remy Ma, with many fans comparing how differently the two women were being talked about online. While Remy's name was connected to music, public appearances, and career achievements, Claressa's name remained tied to relationship rumors and social media exchanges. That comparison wasn't accepted by everyone, but it became another reason why the conversation stayed active. Some people believed the internet was creating unnecessary competition between the two women, while others thought the public naturally compares celebrities whenever their names become linked to the same story. In the end, the biggest truth is that nobody outside the people involved knows exactly what's happening behind closed doors. Many of the stories, rumors, and theories circulating online remain unconfirmed, and it's important to separate public speculation from verified facts. Still, public actions often lead to public opinions, and that's exactly why this story continues making headlines. Whether Papoose's silence meant something important or whether people simply misunderstood the situation is something only those involved truly know. But one thing is certain: his latest move has everyone talking, and the internet doesn't seem ready to let the conversation end anytime soon. Now it's your turn. Do you think social media is reading too much into this situation? Or do you believe Papoose's public actions really speak for themselves? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, because we'd love to hear your opinion. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next update. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video.